Manga betas.
Hello guys and welcome to episode 6 of the Weebcast. Today we're going to be talking about the biggest L characters. I'm Terra, I'm here with Bosun, Nabil,
Yo.
and I'm here with Y Mikes.
Slept with someone's family.
Including the kids, alright.
Yes.
Okay, like no repercussions there, alright.
I'm pretty sure Mike was in bin for quite a while though as well for that
Fam,
pedophilia.
kids could be 17, 18, 19.
Not 7,
Someone's
yeah?
kids.
Not 7.
No, not 7, not 7.
That's an inside joke. Mike likes 7-year-olds, now everyone knows. Alright, we're gonna continue. We're gonna be talking about the biggest L characters, and we're gonna start off with Bosun. We're gonna give a little backstory first. Go on.
Okay, thank you for interrupting me, Terra.
Sorry.
So I'm going with Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to add the fact that obviously in an anime where you have like crazy super alien beings like Goku and Vegeta, Yamcha is a human being, so that's one thing. But to be fair, basically he started off in the Emperor Pilaf saga in Dragon Ball, the original series, as a 16-year-old bandit that lived in the Diablo desert with his companion Puar, who was a little kind of weird cat thing. So basically he first was introduced to the ambush Goku Bulma, and he obviously attacked Goku there, but didn't really hurt him. And from there, he pretty much joins the Z Fighters, fighting all the good bad guys. And during that whole time, he takes a lot of L's.
Alright, give us an example, or are we getting into that later?
We'll get into that later. Well, that's a little taster.
That's backstory. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright, cool. Anyone who's watched Naruto will know that Obito is one of the worst characters in fucking anime history. Forget Naruto. Obito, right? Bear in mind, yeah, anyone's watching Naruto, that there are two important clans in Naruto, yeah? You've got the classic clan, which is full of the heroes. It's called the Senju clan, and they've got like descendants. Then you've got on the other hand, you've Cheers and their rival clan. And the thing about these clans is they're the strongest clans in the entire bloody show, right? And then one of the members of the Uchiha clan, the rival clan, right, is actually starts off as one of the weakest characters in the bloody show, right? His name's Obito. Obito is not only an idiot, he is the worst character. He's the weakest character. How's this?
Yeah, just keep it a tiny bit away from the mic. So he's the worst. What?
Is the weakest character in the series, and he gets assigned with one of the strongest characters in the series. He's in the same team of Minato, right? Minato is the Hokage, the leader of the village, and has a reputation of being the so-called god of shinobi. Anyway, his rival, he picks as a rival one of the biggest geniuses in the village. I mean, this guy sets himself up to lose. This guy not only picks the best ninja in the village to be his rival, but then he picks a girl who doesn't even like him to be his romantic interest. I mean, this guy is just setting his bar so high, despite the fact that his bar is already so low. Like, it just doesn't make sense for this guy to not fail in the anime. If he doesn't fail with the anime, it just doesn't make sense. And then, here's the important thing, right? He then becomes the main villain in the series. So, Obito.
Okay. Alright. Nice. It's me, yeah?
Yeah.
For me, it's Sakura. I'm gonna give you her little backstory, yeah?
One of the reasons why I was gonna pick Naruto as well.
I'm gonna give you her backstory, and I'm gonna tell you what her biggest L is, and then we'll go into that later. So, Sakura, she's a girl. She grew up as a ninja in a family, and she her whole life, yeah, has been chasing after this one guy whose name is Sasuke, yeah.
Sasuke-kun.
He's been chasing after him while Naruto has been chasing after her at the same time. So there's like a love triangle shit going on. And Sasuke doesn't like her at all. So he's been chasing after Sasuke. she's been chasing after Sasuke for God knows how many years. From when they were in school or nursery or whatever, all the way throughout the whole of Naruto, she's freaking chasing after Sasuke, and Sasuke doesn't even look back at her. Like, it's a bit
a bit dead in it.
a bit dead, yeah.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason why she takes the biggest L in anime for me is her forehead.
Sorted.
Like, sorted.
Okay, so I picked Vegeta.
Blasphemy.
Obviously, he's the prince of the fallen insane race. Yeah. He's the eldest son of King Vegeta. He has a older brother called Tabo. He is the husband of Bulma and father of Trunks. I mean, I think he was first introduced. I don't know how he got to Earth, but obviously he came to Earth, started causing loads of havoc, and then Goku has had to slap him down just a tiny bit, let him know who's boss on Earth. I mean, he's easily one of the most strongest characters in the in the Dragon Ball universe. But he does receive a lot of else, and I'm gonna go over them. Yeah. So that's why I picked Vegeta. Yeah, that's a little introduction right there.
Okay, tasty. Sounds a bit tasty, isn't it?
That one's gonna get a lot of hate still, but go on.
That's blasphemy, bro.
Alright, should we go back to Bosun now?
Alright, so what's our first topic, Nabil?
The first topic was backstory. Second one, you mean?
Yeah.
Second one is the worst moment / scene in that character's history.
Okay, the thing about Yamcha and why he's such a big L character is this guy has a volume of L moments. Like, compared to all your other characters, which I can understand where you guys are coming from in it, but this guy has a catalogue of L's. So we'll start off with the 23rd World Tournament Arc series. So anyone who knows about Dragon Ball Z knows that one of the main things that Dragon Ball Z that's quite exciting is the World Tournaments, which started off in Dragon Ball as well. And the interesting thing about Yamcha is that this is where his decline started off, because previously in the Dragon Ball arc, in the Dragon Ball series, he actually wasn't that bad. He was obviously again a human. He was quite he was a support character, but at the same time he actually got involved in a lot of the fights. For example, in the Red Ribbon Army arc, he was quite helpful in that arc. But in the great tournament, the grand tournament, he fought a normal human called Hero, and basically this guy turned around. Yamcha tried to attack him, and his balls hit on the guy's head and lost. How can that not be an L? This guy lost on accident. He lost on accident. He literally, like, he had all the fucking stats to beat this guy. This guy wasn't even a fighter himself, right? And he lost like that. And the funny thing is, after that moment, that's when the L's just kind of accumulated. Another great L is that, obviously life gets you down.
Yeah.
We live in a lot of different elements, rain, thunderstorm, right? But Yamcha almost got killed by gravity.
Yeah.
So basically, another thing in Dragon Ball Z is that you have the gravitation chamber. So basically, obviously, it kind of makes sense. If you want to get stronger, you can fight in a higher level of gravity. So Yamcha, thinking he was a G, tried to go on a level 3 times 100 of normal gravity, which usually Vegeta and Goku would train in, and almost fucking died. Because he thought he was on a big man level. Another fucking L. But to me personally, one of his biggest L's is the fact that he lost to a Saberman. So a Saberman is like basically a alien kind of robot.
It's a terror.
What do you mean it's a terror, bruv?
It's a terror, yeah. Basically, Saberman's a terror, right? He's little green alien, right? That basically latches onto you and blows up. And these guys are fucking weak. And I know, like, in terms of Dragon Ball Z, these guys were fucking weak, right? And this guy literally got killed by one. And not to mention, so the guy that Mike said that he's taking the L, Vegeta, he was the one who actually brought those Sabermen onto this Earth And then Yamcha's girlfriend, which is Bulma, got taken by Vegeta afterwards. So not only did he got killed, the very guy that killed him took his fucking girl. How can this not be a fucking L, fam?
All right, you made an amazing case, bro. You made an amazing case. Alright, Nabil, it's your turn, bro. You fight for your rights, for your
Fight for your L.
fight for your L, bro.
Fight for Obito. All right, cool. So I don't have fucking catalog mistake like Yamcha does. I got one single moment in Naruto history that didn't just define that in Obito's history. That didn't just define the Naruto anime, but it was such a big moment that it fucking left. It became a meme in anime history, right? And I'm talking about Obito's transition to darkness, right? Most characters, they have a journey. They go on a journey, right? And it's usually sparked by this single moment in their history, right? Like a hidden truth or whatever. Obito's moment comes when he discovers that life's shit. That's it. That's how he turns to the dark side. He discovers that life isn't exactly panned out it to be.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that his life was already shit in the first week. Discovers later on that. Shit. Now the thing is, yeah, there's a couple of things that triggered this. Yeah. Firstly, my guy was friend-zoned. Friend-zoned by a girl that didn't like him in the first place. Well, obviously. But friend-zoned by the girl who liked his rival. And then he discovers later on that this rival, right, ends up killing the girl he liked.
Wait,
And
wait.
that happens.
That's kind of.
Goes crashing down.
Sorry for interrupting you, but that kind of put a question in my mind. You know, Rin, the girl that he liked.
Rin, yeah.
Rin, did she come back with the reanimation thing?
No.
How does that make sense? Wasn't everyone meant to come back?
Yeah, if the body was, because Kabuto was the one that had to find their body. I think he needs like their DNA. So if he couldn't find the body, you can't bring him back. That's why they couldn't bring back Jiraiya, because you couldn't get any part of his body because he was stuck under the ocean when he died. So.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Alright, go ahead. Sorry, Nabil, continue.
But wait, apparently there's rumors going around that Jiraiya might come in Boruto. I think they're chatting shit, fam.
Very crap if that happens. Leave Jiraiya dead. Just leave him dead.
man.
It's a memorable moment. If he comes back, the moment's gone now. Like everyone's gonna
Exactly.
what the fuck?
God,
Oh shit! I've got my saddest.
that was my saddest moment. I was hoping none of you would get it, but okay, go on.
Yeah.
Go on, Nabil. I already had that in my mind, bro, when you guys mentioned it. But go on,
I
Nabil.
probably got another one anyways for my saddest stuff.
Go on, Nabil.
Alright, so my guy was friend zoned, and he became a bad. So, what happens after that? The guy, he completely disappears from the anime. Right? Does his stuff from the dark. He starts plotting and planning. He becomes a slave to this guy who's. So he becomes a slave to Madara. And Madara says, "Listen, you've just discovered that life is shit. We've both had shit life. That's the one thing we have in common. Instead of living life, let's just make it up, essentially." And so that's what Obito decides to do. He decides that everyone else's life is as shit as his, even though it isn't. Because, people are living life, people are doing their stuff. There's peace in the world. Everyone's getting along with it. Despite that, he still thinks life is shit, right? And so he decides to sort of imprint his idea of life, which, if you look at the anime, is basically them being locked up in these sort of cocoons and sort of imagining how life would be like if, they lived in an alternative. It's kind of bullshit anyway. So that's what he did. He waged a war to make everyone else's life, right, as shit as his, so he could teach them that same lesson. He could teach them that life is actually shit despite the fact it wasn't. And basically that's how the story went. This guy had this grudge. He had this problem that he had this internal problem, inside himself that he wanted to sort of inflict on others. That's why I think this guy is the most L character, whatever that means, in anime history.
All right.
Is it me now?
Yep.
So Sakura, yeah. Since kindergarten, all the girls like Sasuke, right? Especially Sakura. She's gone to the extent of literally stalking the guy when Sasuke decides to leave the village. So she goes up to the guy that she likes so much, and he ends up slapping her in the face and knocking her unconscious.
That happened?
Yeah, she knocked her. He knocked Sakura out so that she couldn't follow him.
When Sasuke was leaving the
When
village.
Sasuke was leaving the village.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she I'm gonna mute Kevin. She got slapped, yeah, by the guy that she adores the most. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all right because obviously Sasuke didn't want her to follow. That's
No,
not that bad.
nah.
That is bad because for a person that she loves so much, for him to be like, bitch, you ain't coming with me.
Yeah, exactly. She was like, take me with you.
It wasn't like that though.
No, it was.
No, I have to defend Sakura on that one because it wasn't like that. Because Sasuke was leaving. Where he's going, he does like Sakura does not belong there. Sakura belongs in the hidden leaf. That's why he did that. To be honest, I think he did that out of care. If I'm being real, he did that out of care.
Nah.
I didn't know it was a long journey. He's going to Orochimaru. He had a good idea of what Orochimaru is capable of. Orochimaru didn't say bring a +1. He's going by himself to become more stronger, so he can fight for what he believes in. Then, as at the end of the day, Sakura would be holding him back if Sakura was coming with him. So
Yeah,
like,
but think about it this way, yeah. He rejected her completely, even though but he could have easily taken Sakura with her and gotten away with it because Orochimaru wanted him so much, and he knew Orochimaru wanted him so much because of his ability, because he was the last guy that he could get a hold of that had Sharingan.
okay, so tell me this, yeah.
Who else could he get that had
this.
Sharingan? He's not gonna get in touch.
Yeah, okay, tell me
this.
this, yeah. You have a wife. You're going somewhere that you clearly know is dangerous, but you can bring your wife with you. Would you take your wife with you?
Rather die. She rather die or not? She's rather die.
Exactly.
She's your wife, fam.
You innit?
She's your
Like
wife.
Bonnie and Clyde, fam.
She's
You
your
want saying
wife.
Jay-Z, bro?
Would you rather
see?
see your wife staying back and banging some other guy, or would you rather take her with you?
Well, no, it's not really his wife though at the same time because he didn't like
Exactly,
him in
it's
the first
not a
place.
wife as well, but still.
Yeah,
But they were in the end, towards the end, they did get
right
married.
there doesn't like you in the first place. Why the fuck am I even gonna take you then?
Yeah,
At the end
that's
of the
whole
day,
point. That's what she did in the first place.
that's why
Loves
it's
him
the
so
L.
much.
Like, yeah, she loves him so much that she's been stalking him to the extent that she knows that he's leaving and nobody else does. Yeah, and then when she approaches him, she gets slapped in the face and knocked unconscious. Like,
It wasn't even a
Wait,
slap.
this way, yeah. When he was leaving, Kakashi didn't go follow him. Naruto didn't follow. They didn't know, right? But Sakura was the one that took the time to find out where Sasuke was.
Whoever said Naruto didn't follow him took the biggest L by saying that. Naruto did follow him for a whole fucking.
No, I mean in that
season.
moment, in that actual moment.
In
I know
that
he followed him
actual
after. I know that, but I meant in that scene.
All right,
Like
cool.
she was the one that like initially went to go follow him to find like
but-
wanted to leave.
and then guess what happened after she got knocked unconscious? She goes to Naruto to ask for help.
Naruto takes the most L's, fam. I don't know why. I want Kev to be here. Who's choosing Naruto? I want to laugh.
Oh my days.
I will help. I will help with the Naruto one. Yeah,
Mike,
but
fix your
Tom.
mic a little bit, but still, yeah. That's one moment. And guess what she does? Like after Sasuke escapes, for 3 years she's training with the Hokage for 3 years, and all she learns is how to punch harder.
Yeah, that is true still.
She learns how to punch harder and heal a fish, bruv. Like, what is? Oh no, if
But
that's
Sakura
not an
is
L.
useless. Like
3
she's the
years.
definition of useless.
That is the definition. 3 years to punch harder and heal a fish, bro. That's the definition of L, right there. And then guess what? When Shippuden actually starts,
Can I ask a question, Tara?
Go on.
Does it go? You know Sakura's development. Does it go into Boruto as well? Because
No.
Boruto, I did see Sakura in the 6th fight. She was holding it down, fam.
No.
I hope you guys saw that fight. That fight was 6th.
I'm talking.
Nah, this is
strictly
Naruto only, innit?
Strictly
And Naruto only.
All right, cool.
And then now we're going into Shippuden, yeah. So okay, she has all these new powers and she's able to punch and heal people up. And alright, okay, the healing is helpful and all that, yeah. But she has no main part in combat, in any of the fights, apart from, she fights like the Akatsuki and stuff, but she makes literally no difference. That everyone else is basically carrying her.
And even then, that was
carrying her.
when she fought Sasori, that was Grandma Chio helping her anyway.
Exactly.
She didn't fight 101.
She wasn't fighting 101. Exactly. So it was so no matter what she does, she can't hold her own ground in the whole of Naruto.
I don't know, Bilal. It's probably got to do with something. It's probably got to do with the fact that she's a medical ninja.
No, but listen.
Tsunade's a medical ninja as well, and she's hella strong as well.
Exactly. Look at Tsunade. Look at her combat ability. She can hold her own. When they were
meant to be on the battlefield.
When the Hokage fight happened, she was holding her own.
Yeah, but Tsunade's years older than fucking Sakura, man. That's what I asked you. Is it going into Boruto? Because Tsunade's not Tsunade. Sakura's older now, yeah. And the fight I saw her in, fam, she was fucking sick. I was like, shit. But now when she's a child, yeah, she's trash. She never had a one-on-one fight.
Compare her. You're saying, when they're older, yeah, but everyone's gonna get better when they're older. Compare her to anyone else from their class. Even if you compare her to Shikamaru, to Kima, to anyone, I'd say they're better than her. Like, even Hinata would bang her. Even Ino would bang. And Ino maybe she's useless as well. But
That's still.
like Choji would bang
Hinata
her.
versus
Anyone would just destroy her, fam. Like, what's the hard punch gonna do if you can't do like a genjutsu is gonna kill you, or anything? Literally, a hard punch can't do anything if you're gonna get immobilized by other ways. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's my story done.
Fam, are you okay? Fam, no, I'm gonna add to that. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Hey, this is an L for both Naruto and Sakura. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
So remember when
Mike, your mic's a bit messed up. I don't know what it is.
What's wrong with my mic? Yeah.
Can anyone else hear it?
No, I can't hear it. He sounds alright.
It sounds echoey and shit. Alright, go ahead.
Do I sound echoey?
Keep talking.
Hello.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yo, what about Kevin though? We're gonna let him in or not?
I've muted him.
Cool.
Keep going. He muted himself. I haven't muted him. He's muted himself.
Alright, cool. So, what's that guy with the eye patch name that had bears shining guns on his hand?
Or Danzo?
Danzo, yeah.
Okay, remember when Sasuke was fighting Danzo, yeah? And then I think it was Kakashi, Naruto, Sakura. I think they were all like there as well. I forgot the scene properly, but do you remember Sasuke actually trying to kill Sakura?
Yeah, I remember that.
See, the same point about you thinking, I thought you was gonna say that instead of Sasuke hitting her. Fam, my nigga tried to kill her.
Yeah, that's another point. I actually forgot about that,
And what's the L for Naruto, fam? Cool. After all the stuff, yeah, Sasuke did to Sakura, yeah. Sakura ended up with Sasuke instead of Naruto.
After everything.
My nigga your own husband tried to kill you, and
he tried to kill you. He knocked you out. Oh my god.
I wish I chose Naruto. I had so much else for him, but yeah, that's the last point I wanted to add to that. Yeah, but yeah. All right, cool. Let's go to Vegeta. Yeah. Okay, so Vegeta. Why I'm picking Vegeta is it's just the fact that cause he's always a step behind of Goku, yeah. I'm just gonna say in the story, yeah, he's actually taking L's, fam. Cause the amount of work we see Vegeta put in. He puts in more work than Goku,
He does.
I'm telling you, he actually puts in more work than Goku. Yeah? Like let's say, one thing, and the one time he thought he was doing better than Goku, yeah. When he was margin Vegeta, right? He even turned that W into an L because he had to blow himself up in the end.
To be good.
In the end, he had to blow himself, and even that, he wasn't even stronger than Goku. He thought he was, but Goku had Super Saiyan 3 in the bag and was fighting. And the thing about Goku is he's always fighting like he has nothing up his sleeve, but really he's already like surpassed his limit, and he's just there fighting because he feels like he doesn't need to use it. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. Cool. What else do I have on Vegeta? Actually,
The one thing I'll say about that, yeah, is I do agree with what you're trying to say in it. But at the same time, right, if you look at it like the overall story in it, Vegeta's contributed so much to the whole story. But like for example with Frieza,
Yeah.
like we know with Frieza, right? Even when Goku became Super Saiyan, Vegeta was just talking hella shit. And then Frieza just killed him off so easily. That was a big L still.
That was thank you. That as well. And even for Vegeta to can we go into GT?
Yeah, might as well go to GTA.
Yeah. You see how Goku naturally turned into Super Saiyan 4. Vegeta needed help. To turn.
My guy needed a
into
fucking
Super
machine,
Saiyan 4.
fam, to turn
He
Super
needed a
Saiyan.
machine. He calls himself the king of all Saiyans, or the prince of all Saiyans, right? And Goku, who has never ever said that, he just wants to become stronger, yeah? Has never said that. And he didn't need to turn into that monkey. He didn't need the machine. He turned into that monkey naturally. Vegeta needed a fucking machine that his wife on Earth created. How are you a prince of all Saiyans, fam? You're not even the one that discovered Super Saiyan. How?
Yeah. That is actually correct. I ain't gonna lie, you got good points here, still. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He brags so much, yeah, and doesn't contribute to nothing he brags about. Even in the we can go into Super, right?
Yeah.
This one made me laugh. He was telling Kaba, oh Kaba, don't worry if you lose, right? If you lose, I'm going to win the tournament for you.
And then what happens?
Wait, I'm talking about. Yeah, he's like, I'm going to win the tournament for you, yeah? And wish you back to life. Wish everyone back. Do you know what? He fucking died and said, oh, Kakarot, I'm passing on all my trust and promises to you. Like, he didn't back it up. He told his
Gee, what the fuck?
he just gave it to Goku, fam. Do you know how much else this guy is like? The reason I'm saying he takes L's is because he talks so much shit. Yeah, and he never backs it up, fam. He never ever backs. Whoever the person that always ends up, yeah, cleaning up his mess for it is Goku. Fam. Don't get me wrong. He does put a lot of effort and training. Sometimes I wish, yeah, Vegeta would get like the spotlight that he deserves, fam. He deserves, because I don't see the work that Goku puts in. He would just be in a fight and automatically he would just power up. Vegeta will be doing training under gravity times 500. And still be Vegeta. But he hasn't even really improved. Goku just
But see, that's the thing. Can't you like at the same time, the fact that Goku is naturally like that strong, right? You gotta respect the fact that Vegeta at least tries to at least get to his level. And to be fair, in Super he did. Like when he became Super Saiyan 2, when he was fighting Beerus, he was the strongest Saiyan in the universe, or strongest fight in the universe. And then Goku got God mode. So fuck. That was another L as well, to be honest.
Fam, what's funny is he contributed to Goku getting God mode in that. He wanted it. Everyone was like, fuck that, you ain't getting shit. And they all gave it, that's how much faith they all had. No one believed in them to fight Beerus. They had to give it to Goku. I'm just saying, like, listen, yeah, Vegeta, you're my guy, but you take too much L's, right?
He does, yeah, that sounds like that.
To be fair, even against Cell as well, like he could have defeated Cell, but he was so cocky and let Cell become perfect form, and he got fucked up.
Yeah.
He was just happy that for once he was beating Cell and it wasn't Goku, and that's what it was, fam. Pride.
Yeah. You got a Goku complex in it.
Do you know how much times his pride got shattered? And he's always talking about pride. My Saiyan
Saiyan pride.
My Saiyan pride. Shut up,
Oh,
man. King of
I
L's,
love
fam.
that. I was fucking.
All right,
Just happy is there's 2 freaking Dragon Ball Z characters as well.
That was sick. Nah, Mike, that was sick.
Fam.
Well done, G.
Yeah, Mike, you did well. You did really well there.
All right, Kevin.
When it comes to anime, I'm down.
Nabil, what's the next criteria?
Kevin.
Battles.
Wait,
I mean, Kevin's too late. Kevin's too late.
Kevin.
No, but he's in the chat though. He's in...
Kevin.
Yo.
Say something.
We can save Kevin for right in the end when he can just give his honorable mention.
Nah, Kevin's Naruto though. Kevin's got a good one.
I want Naruto, fam. I want to laugh.
Kevin, tell us your biggest L character.
In Naruto.
And why?
Sasuke, I guess.
What?
I like Kevin.
I think we should leave him for the end. No, no, okay.
Wait.
Go on, tell us why. Tell us why.
Why? Because, man grew up hating his brother, but and war, isn't it? It's just mad, isn't it?
Okay, that's
Wait. So Sasuke's the one that takes the biggest L.
I think so.
Fam,
You
Naruto
think
takes the
so?
biggest L, fam.
wait. Okay, tell us why Sasuke takes the biggest L. Like, elaborate, bro.
Cause think about it, yeah, his whole his whole
Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the next
No,
criteria. Your mic's messing up. We're gonna go to the next criteria.
Oh my
Go on,
days.
Nabil. What's the next criteria?
Battles.
Battles. Okay.
All right. Shall I start off then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I previously mentioned about Yamcha, he has had a lot of unfortunate moments, but I would definitely say his fight against Dr. Gyro was definitely his defining L moment. I'll put it to context. So basically, this is the Cell saga. You have the androids, so Android 17, Android 18, who are actually strong, and then Gyro is basically a fucking weakling. So to put it to context, this is the weakest android,
Okay.
and basically Yamcha attempts to fight him, and my guy basically this how embarrassing it was, right? He didn't he couldn't he didn't even realize where he was in it. He came from behind, put his face over his hand over his face, sucked his energy away, and then Yamcha just passed out. And then he grabbed him and put his hand through his bloody chest and left him to die.
Ooh. Ooh, that is nasty.
Yeah, but again, the why it's so embarrassing because of the fact that Dr. Gyro wasn't actually strong as well. Like he was almost basically a human. He basically was a human,
So he got
kind of
destroyed
robotic
by a human.
Yeah, but it's like it's just funny because of the fact that he didn't even know where he like. The thing about Dragon Ball Z, a lot of the time they train in their kind of like sense awareness, so they become like aware of like people's kai and energy levels and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And he couldn't even sense him. He was right behind him, and then he basically just put his hand over him and then just defeat him like in a matter of I think a minute.
Yeah. Okay. In a minute, he got destroyed by a human.
Yeah, and then needed to be helped afterwards by the other characters, even though again this guy wasn't even that strong in the first place. So, in terms of like a power scaling, it's just fucking embarrassing, basically.
All right. That's. Are we only talking about one fight?
We could talk about. Yeah, actually, fuck it. To be honest, Yamcha takes an L anyway. So
Alright.
I'm giving him enough anecdotal evidence to show that why Yamcha takes an L in it. Because
Yeah.
to be honest, he hasn't had many other fights other than the Dr. Gyro fight and the Cyberman fight and fighting oxygen and gravity and shit. So he just takes an L basically.
Just takes the L's.
Yeah.
Alright, go on, Nabil.
I got to recover some lost ground. All right, Obito, yeah.
Alright.
You got to bear in mind, Obito he's the main villain of the series, right? And
Yeah.
if you go to his Wikipedia page, I swear now, do it now, you can see the first description of Obito's battling prowess is average at best.
Oh my god.
This guy is not even taking L's in the show. But yeah, and the first time we see Obito, right, is in this like it's this like spin-off kind of part of the series, right, where we sort of go into the backstory of Kakashi and his team and Minato and stuff like that, and we find out they're in the middle of a war, right? And you're assuming that since Obito's in a war, right, he can fight, he can hold his own against enemy ninja. But literally, I'm not even kidding, yeah. The first battle, one-on-one battle Obito has is with a boulder.
I was gonna say that if you didn't say it. I was gonna say that.
And loses. I ain't taking this. Oh, he saved his friends. Oh, he gave his eye away. I ain't taking that crap. But the first thing, yeah, is if anyone in anime, show, whatever, whatever the medium, yeah, in any character, in in whatever show is gonna save your friend from a boulder and escape unharmed, it's a bloody ninja. You know, is that bad?
Hey, can I mention? I saw at that time he had the Sharingan like that could see in slow motion. So, and he had a shot. Didn't he? I saw he had the Sharingan on as well. Or am I waffling?
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
He
Yeah,
did, yeah.
he was basically tag teaming with Kakashi for a while, and
Mhm.
Kakashi, like the only jutsu he had. That's the only thing as well. Like before the Sharingan, right? The only jutsu that we saw Obito having, right, and probably until the end of the series, like ninjutsu he had, was a grand final jutsu.
Although that being said, that is a staple cheer technique, though. Just
Yeah,
saying.
it's staple. That's it though. Like if you look
Yeah.
at his, if you look at his if you look at Kakashi, Kakashi had an A class technique. An A class technique that became an S class technique when he saved Obito because he cut through the bloody lightning thing and it became Raikiri. So that's how
Yeah.
L Obito is as a fighter.
All right.
And also, right, I mentioned the athletic thing in the earlier on, but you got to bear in mind, Obito was so weak, right, that he had to get support from another super weak character, a Zetsu, like because his body was it was crushed at the same time, right? But also he was also a weak shinobi, like he couldn't do the usual stuff as a thing, so he needed to depend on a Zetsu, like a Zetsu sort of like wrapped around him for a while. But the thing is, when he became strong, right, when he became an adult, he still kind of depended on the.
Yeah.
He had low chakra reserves, which was already, really bad to start because he managed about like 2 grand fireball jutsus. now he's got like a hack stability, so he's slightly. The other point is, like, if you think about Obito's best scenes in anime, in my personal opinion, I think his best scene in anime either off screen, right? Because he's plotting and planning, for stuff that are gonna fail anyway. But like the fact that he's been doing this and he's been creating this plan off screen and he's been bringing the whole story together is pretty cool. So you don't get to see that in the anime. And secondly, the stuff you do get to see in the anime, his best scenes in the anime is when he's losing. I mean, his best fight, in my opinion, has been with Minato. You remember the fight with Minato, where
Yeah.
Minato sort of slips that kunai through him, and then he goes and transports behind him, like teleports behind him, and then hits him with a gun.
That was still an L.
But that's the thing. He had so much power as well.
Oh, of course he did. But you know what?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
know
what I'm
who else-
saying.
Do you know who else thinks he's useless? Madara. When he came back, the first thing he did was ditch Obito. And he didn't ditch again in Obito. He ditched a super powered Obito. You're talking about like the second most character in the series at the time. But he ditched him because he was such an idiot. So that sort of encapsulates it. And just to wrap up, yeah, it wasn't just Mother who thinks he's a shit character. The writer himself thinks he's a shit character. Everything that went shit about Naruto was encapsulated in Obito. The winding plot, the whole idea that the mystery character Toby, right? He was this sick character that that Minato was building up to be super villain. Ended up being Obito was when the series just died. It just completely lost.
I'll go as far as to say that Toby took no L's, but Obito took all the L's.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you differentiate between Toby, the character that was okay, that was pretty sick, and then Obito, who was the character that came about when Toby took off his mask.
Yeah.
And then there was a really interesting panel, a really sick panel in the actual manga where it goes, and it's the entire page is just it's one sentence, and it says, and it's basically said by Obito. This is said by the character himself. It says, I don't care anymore. And so many people took it as if Kishimoto was communicating to his fan base that Naruto's shit now.
How can you also forget the famous "Why did you do this? Because you let Rin die." That for me killed the whole Naruto series right there in the track.
Oh, shit.
Right there.
That
Yeah.
one moment.
Oh my day.
Terrible.
Talking about terrible, the boy Terra here.
Tara, you have the easiest one when it comes to
I have the easiest one. I'm gonna start off with one of the first fights that we see Sakura get into. Yeah, in the tuning exams. Was it the tuning or was it the other one? The first exams that they have.
That was tuning.
That was tuning. Yeah. So
Are you talking
she.
about the first one
Copy
with,
of Hunter x Hunter. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
with Kakashi? Are you talking about the thing with Kakashi?
no.
Okay, tuning exams. Yeah.
So she has, she gets paired up with Ino, yeah, another useless character, yeah. What I would say, she has less combat ability. No. Even Sakura's too bad to even say that. But she ends up fighting with Ino, yeah, and she ends up, even with her power, even with whatever she has, not being able to beat Ino, the least combat, efficient hero. Ninja. Sorry, I would be watching My Hero. She ends up getting beat. Not even beat. They drew, but getting knocked out by Ino's punch, man. When she's supposed to be strong as hell, getting knocked out by Ino's punch, like, come on.
She didn't get knocked out by Ino's punch.
She did.
She won the battle.
No, she didn't. They both got knocked out at the end of it.
Yeah, it was a draw, wasn't it? Wasn't it a draw?
It was a draw.
Yeah.
Oh right. Didn't Ino take over her body for a while?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, they both punched each other at the same time.
Yeah. Useless.
Knocked each other out. That was the first fight, yeah? Second fight, which makes her look even more useless, is... I don't know if this was before or after. My timeline's a bit funny. But they go and fight Zabuza.
That's before.
Alright, so when they're fighting Zabuza, guess what she's doing the whole time?
Was she crying?
No, well, probably that as well. But she was standing with the guy that they were supposed to be escorting. She didn't get involved in the fight at all.
Oh, the little kid. Yeah.
She was just standing with them like she was a flipping another bystander.
But to be fair, that being said, like Nabil.
You're cutting off. I have no idea what you said. What did you say? Like Nabil said what?
She's a medic. Her job's to be a medic ninja in it, so it's not really her job to always do the front
But
line
that's the
fighting.
thing. She wasn't a medic.
Yeah, even
ninja
then
back
she wasn't
then.
really a medic. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
She's meant to be fighting, bruv. Like, she's not doing shit. Oh, she's just standing and watching Naruto and Sasuke and Kakashi fight.
If you
But the thing is,
remember-
like, obviously, if Kakashi can't beat Sabuza, then like, because look, when it comes to combat, obviously it's Kakashi. Then, in my opinion, the
She's just
Sasuke, then
dead weight,
Naruto.
then, isn't it? That's just proving the point
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
She's just dead weight. She's there for no reason.
You're sexist.
She's literally just another person they need to escort. Like, that's what literally she's become.
Here's the
Terror
thing,
is
though.
sexist.
Sakura was in that gang because she was the smartest out of all the academy in. Like that was her strength.
Alright, but how did she... Wait. When they
She
had the
wasn't
fight
really
with
combat
Zabuza... Wait. Let's get this straight. You're saying she's the smartest. When they had the fight with Zabuza, did she give the idea of throwing a shadow clone kunai? No? No, she didn't do shit. Oh, she was a bystander.
Was it Naruto or Sasuke that brought it?
Yeah, one of those two. It was the idea between those two. It was Sasuke's big shuriken thing, and it was Naruto's shadow clone.
Yeah, but the thing was, if she did tell them that she'd be shouting them out and it'd be
Yeah,
completely pointless.
but then why was she there? It adds the point. You're just adding to the point. If she's supposed
Yeah,
to be
but
the
her job was
strategy
to protect the little kid,
ninja,
innit?
wait,
That was
if
her job, though.
wait,
That's
listen. If her job, listen. Wait, if her job is to be the strategy ninja, as you said, why didn't she add? Why didn't she do the strategy? Why didn't she pick up on the strategy? Why wasn't she standing with them?
Wait, whoever's saying her job is meant to be a strategy ninja, tell me where in the anime she actually brought up a good plan.
Exactly.
A chase Sasuke.
Exactly.
That was it.
Wait.
Sasuke cry. And then she got bodied by Sasuke 3 times. Even at the end of the anime, Sasuke still fucked up. Sasuke knocked her out again. And even Kakashi was like, fam, Sasuke, why'd you have to do that, fam?
Wait,
Karen is such a better female character than Sakura. Karen's a G, fam.
wait, let's listen. Sakura managed to, what would you call me? Sakura saved Naruto's best friend, Gaara. He literally saved his
No, that was
was-
Granny Chio.
that was
Granny
Granny,
Chio.
Granny
Granny
gave
Chio.
her life to.
Yeah, she gave him life again.
She gave her own life to resurrect Naruto, fam.
She didn't she sort of like invent a poison, an antidote or something
No,
that saved like multiple Naruto characters?
no. Well,
No,
she
Wasn't gonna
was
resist
a
that.
medical ninja,
No. It
and
was a thing.
she released poison outside of. Well, she thought of a way to release poison, outside of thing. But like, come on, that's one thing
Yeah,
that
that's
she's
her
done.
job, and she's doing her job.
That's one thing she's done in over 500 episodes, like.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like any other medical ninja could have thought of that.
Why didn't they?
Yeah, well, you
because
have
they
if
have to give her at
Tsunade
least
got
one
it.
role to do in it.
To be honest, no, not any, nah.
And
When
that
she
was in Shippuden as well. We're not even
When-
at Shippuden yet.
in Shippuden. I know, but we're talking about anime generally.
Yeah.
When Chio saw Sakura do that, that reminded her of that reminded her of Tsunade. Like the fact that she could think on her feet and that she could invent, she could innovate different medical techniques to save ninja. Like she was surprised by that. If Chio, who is an expert medical ninja, who is also a master of life and death techniques, and is a puppet master, if she was impressed by Sakura, then you should be, mate.
Wait. Sasori was impressed only because she held the sword that got into her stomach, yeah? No other
Mate, Sasori
reason.
was a confused
The
boy. He didn't know
only
what the
reason,
fuck to do anyway the first
the
time.
only
Sasori,
reason, the
Chio.
only reason Sasori lost because Chio was there and Chio had an ability to control the puppets and kill the freaking arsehole at the end of it to
No,
hold.
Sasori could commit suicide because he let them kill her.
Yeah,
Kill him.
he got complacent basically. Sasori got complacent. Yeah, he got overconfident. That's the only reason he lost.
I'm not talking about Sasori.
Who
And
did you say
again,
then?
that proves my point. I'm talking about Chio. Chio, who's a puppet master and an expert medical ninja. Like, she is a veteran.
Exactly. She has multiple abilities. Sakura only has one strong punch here, which hasn't done shit throughout any
Yeah,
anime,
but to
any
be fair,
freaking
at her
episode.
age, it was kind of
Chio-
like no
Chio
one was
was
that strong. I mean, I guess Naruto
And
was
she's
kind of
been
strong
a
than
part of
Sakura.
2 World Wars.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, anyone at her level, at her age or whatever, was a lot of them were stronger than her, even though that was her main ability. Naruto, he could bring up a stronger Rasengan. Sasuke with his Chidori. When it comes to strength,
Shikamaru.
she's overpowered. Like that's meant to be her main ability, but she's overpowered when it comes to strength.
But she did. I think the problem was she didn't know how to use that. That's what it was.
At that time, yeah.
Yeah, but then like you say that, but that just proves the point more because she went to the same school, same year, everything as these other guys.
Yeah, she was.
but
she
they
was
have
too, she was
different
busy.
potential.
Too busy
I
crying
mean-
over Sasuke, man. She wasn't studying, man.
Her biggest,
Sasuke good.
honestly, her biggest fault was being in a team full of 2 genius ninjas. Sasuke and Naruto were chosen by destiny. Let's not forget, right? They're inheriting a legacy beyond. Sakura is born to like commoners, and despite
Yeah,
that,
she's pretty common.
Sakura was just there for moral support, guys. Yeah.
Pretty much, that's it.
Sakura's
That's
just
really it.
there to weep and cry, bro. Literally.
Sasuke.
expert medical ninja and stronger than both Naruto and Sasuke in terms
So
of.
she should be on the hospital or flipping doing medical shit. But like even well, from the examples I gave, yeah, she was useless. Like she couldn't do no medical shit. She couldn't do nothing.
When Tsunade died, she was the best medical ninja in the universe. Naruto universe.
You don't know that.
You don't know
No,
that.
you can say that.
You don't know. You can't say that. You have to compare it to other villages as well. They had good medical ninjas.
No, because they weren't comparable. I mean, no. Actually, they were actually. If you take like Hashirama was able to heal himself without making hand seals, right? That was his special ability. And that's when Madara was fighting Tsunade, he was basically talking about how she's not as good as Hashirama. He said,
Yeah.
"Oh, can you make you? Oh, I see. You have to make hand seals to heal yourself. Ah, okay. You're not as good as your grandchild. I guess the genes didn't pass on. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
But by the end of the series, Sakura did exactly the same thing. She created her own jutsu, which allowed her to heal herself despite taking super damage. And she kept up with two of the characters who had the most chakra reserves in the universe.
But let's be honest though, that towards the final end, right? Everyone got a crazy power up. Like it was ridiculous.
No, they didn't. The only crazy power. No. Think had a crazy power up. What's it? Naruto and Sasuke were like beyond. Of course they were. But in terms of the other shinobi, like
But
Sasuke,
yeah, that's the thing as well. Everyone had the fire, the
And-
nine-tail thing around them as well, the chakra.
Don't forget, Sakura is the one who summoned the Katsuyu and saved everyone after the Pain Devastation arc.
The Katsuyu.
So she saved the entire village.
Wait,
The
what's
slug,
the Katsuyu?
slug.
Describe it.
The big slug that heals everything.
The slug. Okay, yeah, but that's still not her doing anything, if you get what I mean. Because Tsunade can do that as well. Like, Tsunade
Tsunade
can
was
summon a slug.
Dead. Tsunade was dead at the time.
Naruto could do summoning jutsu when he was very young. So Naruto summoned a frog, fam,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Naruto.
and turned that frog into a nine-tail. No,
And this was in the original Naruto, not even in Shippuden he was able to summon a frog, fam.
Yeah, okay, what would you rather have? A frog that fights, that is weaker than you and, fights on your behalf? Or would you have a slug
Wait,
that
how can you say it's weaker than you? Well, it is weaker than him in Shippuden, but not in Naruto,
Yeah.
in the original
To be
Naruto.
honest, right? To be honest, the bill is kind of right because after Tsunade, towards the end, Sakura was the strongest, like
the strongest
medical ninja.
in the thing? And despite the fact that she didn't start off with any privilege, like
Privilege.
Who started off with any privilege? Wait.
Sasuke was born in a super clan. Naruto had the Kyuubi, which was the strongest Biju, tailed beast in the universe.
Okay, but forget Naruto and
Sasuke then
okay, wait.
inherited-
Even if we
Sasuke
forget
then
Naruto and
inherited
Sasuke, yeah,
his
and we
brother's
go,
type.
listen.
Sasuke
Now
then
your
inherited
point's
his brother.
irrelevant again because even if we go to the non. To like the non-special gifted guys, yeah. Let's go on to her level when we're going to original
Alright,
Naruto
fine.
again.
Take them out the thing, that's my
Compare
point.
Sakura to Shikamaru. Compare Sakura
No, but the
to
thing
Kiba.
is, like we're saying, like, right? She's a medical ninja in it. So if you should
What?
compare against other
Okay,
medical ninjas.
compare Sakura to even
To
Ino. She
Kiba.
couldn't even beat Ino. Yeah.
The thing is, it depends where you're coming from in it. Because if you're saying Naruto, but towards Shippuden, if you look at the whole story, to be fair, Sakura did get a lot stronger.
At the
Okay,
end,
well,
okay,
what,
yeah,
but-
as you say, she got stronger. She gained all these abilities.
You guys don't understand what Terra is saying. He's saying, yeah, at the same time as everyone was growing, she got strong at the end, but everyone was stronger than her. Whilst like
Yeah.
main
From
fights
the
was
beginning.
happening.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's what
No,
he's trying to say.
no. That just proves my point. That Sakura started off as one of the weakest characters and became the strongest.
And got a lot stronger. So you could argue that,
Okay, you're saying at the end, right at the end, when you're in like 10 episodes
When it's
left,
irrelevant,
yeah,
when it's peace, fam.
exactly, she becomes the
No,
strongest.
no, the Ninja War. You can't lie. She put a lot of work in that
Wait,
war.
you don't even have to go to the Ninja War. She saved the entire.
I don't
village.
remember nothing Sakura did in Ninja War.
Don't you remember?
Ninja War, all she did was healing. Yeah, she had a strong strength for
That's
no
her
reason.
job.
Literally.
That's her job. Medical ninja.
But
Most the one thing she did wrong was her job. That's it.
Exactly.
no. You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it this way as well. Her whole time, her aspiration was to be at the level of Naruto and Sasuke.
But she
You
couldn't.
gotta think about it that way as well. You gotta think about what she's aiming for.
Her aim was to fight alongside them.
Her aim was to fight alongside them.
No,
That's the
people
only
had to
reason
fight.
she went with Tsunade in the
She
first
never
place.
said to heal them when they're down. She said fight.
She wanted
I
to
get what
fight
you're saying, innit,
alongside, side by side with them. They didn't want her to be holding them back. You see what I
But
mean?
the thing is that
throughout
that
the
only
whole
makes
series,
sense
she
because at the
was.
same time, right? She's a medical ninja, so her job is to actually be fighting and also
but
healing at the
listen,
same time.
But then you gotta compare it to what she wanted to do as well at the same time. She didn't. I bet you any money she didn't want to be a medical ninja. She only became a medical ninja because she had no other choice. She was useless in any other aspect. And the only reason she gained the strength was because she learned under Tsunade. She learned the healing
You
under
know what?
Tsunade.
That's actually true, because she never actually thought of becoming a medical
ninja in the first place,
She
yeah.
No,
she
no,
met
no.
Tsunade and she was like, wow, Tsunade's strong, she punch
Well, you're
hard.
asking a 12-year-old to decide, the rest of their
Yeah,
life.
but look,
I mean,
listen.
Sasuke did that.
Naruto
Naruto did that.
Exactly.
Naruto wanted to be Hokage.
You gotta
Sasuke I forgot what Sasuke
Look,
wanted. He just
Sasuke just wanted to kill
He
Itachi, basically.
wanted
He
to
had
get revenge for his
aspirations.
everyone
No,
had their aspirations though.
No, here's the
And
Even
she
Lee
was
had
just a
enough
lost soul,
aspiration
fam. She was
to
like
be able to-
Kevin, basically. I'm sorry, Kevin.
Even Lee wanted to be able to fight like other
I've
people. that
unmuted
did.
Kevin. Hopefully he
Like
works.
Even Lee had an aspiration. I thought his aspiration, but even he
they
had
all
an
look. They
aspiration.
all had
Exactly.
aspirations.
Lee-
Look. It's the thing isn't they had aspirations. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, even if even if Sakura wanted to be the best fighter, which she didn't say, all she said was keep up with Sasuke and Naruto. Even if she wanted to do that, she couldn't because Sasuke and Naruto were the most exceptional ninjas in the universe at the time.
No.
But his argument is that
Okay.
even she couldn't even beat Ino though. So technically, he's got a
Exactly.
point there. Like,
Yeah.
if you look at Naruto, purely Naruto, not Shippuden. If you look at Naruto only, right? Then yeah, because she couldn't even keep up with Ino. She drew with Ino in her fight.
But that's
So
when
clearly-
she starts
Yo,
her journey.
And
That's
you got
when
to
she
think about it
starts her
like
journey.
this as well. Naruto had no help. Yeah. He had no help because everyone saw him as an outcast.
Apart from
but
a
he-
nine-tailed fox.
apart from- No. I'm talking
from
about
big
the
help.
original Naruto, yeah? I'm talking about
Yeah.
original. In terms of
He
controlling
had
his
a lot
ability.
of help from the nine-tailed fox.
He had help from the Nine-Tails Fox. But listen.
Do you know how much
He had no
times
control
I saw
over
that
it.
at nine-tailed?
Yo, here's the
No,
question. Bilal,
those times where he just got chakra from.
yo, here's the
Ah,
question.
that's true. The chakra side of it, yeah.
If Naruto didn't have his nine-tailed fox, do you think he'd
you'd
be
have
able
got-
to learn
You'd have
a
lost
forbidden
their fight.
technique like Shadow Clone? Do you think he'd be
He
able
didn't
to
use. I don't think he used his
No.
Nine-Tails
The
chakra
build.
for
He
Shadow
didn't
Clone.
use
Listen.
Nine-Tails chakra.
Yes, he did.
No, he
used
didn't.
that
He
to
never
learn
had
Shadow.
no control
this
over
situation.
it back then. This was right at the beginning.
Can I say
no.
something? Can I say something? If
Yeah.
Naruto didn't have the nine-tailed fox, he would have lost to Deji. I said Deji. Neji.
Did
He would have
No,
lost to
no,
Neji
no,
in the
no,
tuning
wait.
exam.
He didn't
Yeah,
use-
he would have.
Okay,
he
okay,
did
okay.
use it.
He did use it, okay. I'm
Because
He did.
Neji locked up all his chakra points, and guess what? The nine-tailed fox gave
Fox
him
chakra
chakra to
cave.
break through,
Yeah.
that and fuck him up. He would have lost to Gara,
That's true.
and then he still needed the chakra.
I
He
forget
would've
Haku
lost
as well.
Orochi.
And Haku, yeah.
First
And
fight, Haku.
100% Haku.
Yeah,
would have lost most of his
we've
fights.
already said that. What's it called? Naruto's a useless character as well. Anyway, but
Also, remember who Sasuke was. Sasuke was a genius. He wasn't a genius because he was naturally smart. He was a genius because he was born in a specific clan. He was born
Nah,
in.
Sasuke was smart as well. He was.
No,
smart.
no. But that's not why he was called a genius. If
Yeah,
you
yeah, because he's a Uchiha. Yeah, that is true.
do you remember he had a sparring fight? He sparred with Lee before the tuning exams started.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
lost. And then after he used the opportunity to learn with his Sharingan, copied Lee's movement, and he created his own thing. Then he learned.
And then
the-
Naruto as well, with his own Naruto barrage as well. To be fair, he learned that.
yep.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sharingan.
And he was using his Sharingan to learn all that stuff. Like these characters started off as special ninjas from the beginning because one was born in a special clan, was the last of his clan, but still born in that clan. Talk about lucky. And the other one had a nine-tail sealed inside him, the strongest Biju in the series.
And the
you're
son of the fourth Hokage, and Uzumaki clan as well is known for being
Exactly.
great, strong ninjas.
Exactly. And if you want to look at, in the story sense, like these guys were children of destiny, said by the Sage of Six Paths himself. And if you want Sakura, who was born to commoner parents, right? We don't even know who Sakura's parents are.
That's true.
If she can keep up with some of the strongest characters, and when I mean keep up, as I mean do her job to the best of her ability, like become the best in the world at the time, right? Then she's more than capable. She's more than just achieved her ambition.
No, I don't think so. Like,
Maybe we should leave it at there then, innit, and go to Mike.
we go to Mike.
Yeah. Good debate, though. Good debate.
Good debate, yeah, it was a good one. Vegeta. Everyone think that Vegeta's had a lot of fights. I can't possibly get a couple fights. Vegeta. Let's start with, what's his name? Raccoon? Was it Raccoon?
Raccoon, yeah. Oh, he fucked him.
Fam, my nigga got fucked up by him. This gay-looking ass guy. My guy got fucked up. He left him a bloody mess, yeah? Just to find out the next episode, Goku comes and one touches the nigga. For
One touches.
Don't get me wrong, it was a well-timed, well-placed shot here, but my guy got one touch, and Vegeta just got left a bloody mess. Oh,
Like my guy's teeth were broken, his hair was lost.
Vegeta takes L's just by his hairline alone, fam.
He's got a V in his head, fam. He's got a V, bro. Literally Vegeta, fam.
Oh my
Is
days.
it on par with
Yo,
Sakura's?
Mike, whose hairline's worse? Vegeta's or Sakura?
Yeah, which one's worse, bro? Sakura's big
That's
forehead.
gonna
though.
decide.
The biggest L character.
Hey, fam, that's a hard one, you know. Fuck.
They both
Nah,
got big ass.
I'm still stick with Vegeta because he tries to style it out, fam. He tries to style it out, fam. That's why I'm sticking with Vegeta,
Oh
fam.
shit.
That was a messed up one. Okay, and then we got Cell, fam. No, we don't even have Cell. We're gonna go in order, and then we got Android 18, fam. Okay.
Frieza.
Oh yeah, Frieza bodied them as well, but I don't really give a fuck about Frieza anymore. Because
Okay,
I don't know why, but I just don't care about Frieza. I
I
don't
really
remember I don't remember him and Frieza's fight properly as well. So.
Best
I know
That was a big L fight as well, to be honest.
I know.
No, Mike, check this out here. Do you know why that's the biggest L fight? Because
Why?
how can you forget that? You know when he fought Frieza, Vegeta was like, I'm a Super Saiyan, and he fucking wasn't. He was lying the whole fucking time. and then Frieza slapped him up silly.
Fuck. Vegeta just takes L's in the most random places. And okay, Android 18 as well. Finally got Super Saiyan, yeah? He thought he was the strongest. He was the strongest being in the whole world after he got Super Saiyan. He was the second person to get. And guess what? Android 18 comes and breaks his arm. She broke your
one
arm.
kick.
By some scientist, a human scientist that created a robot in one of his garages or whatever, science lab or whatever. A human scientist. And he breaks your arm, Mr. Prince of All Saint. Yeah? And then we got Cell, the Cell fight as well, the one you mentioned. Was it Bosun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fam, you stand there and he thought he was getting so cocky. He had the same pride. Watch his Cell absorb Android 18, and guess what? He's got slapped as well. Like he just sets himself up for else. Do you know how many times he could win a fight, but then he gets cocky and says, "Oh, do whatever you want to do. I'll still fuck you up." And he still gets fucked up. Vegeta is just a trash character. It's like thingy. The writer was just using Vegeta to make sure that Goku looks as strong as possible. Like he didn't give a fuck about Vegeta because the amount of time, like we said already, Vegeta puts in work, yeah, and still gets fucked up. And remember the one time I said he was strong. Cool. I think this is a new low for him as well because he fucking throws everything at Majin Buu when he was Majin Vegeta, yeah? It didn't affect him. And then he blows himself up. And guess what? Majin Buu comes back together and eats sweets. Are you a dickhead? Are you a dickhead? Are you a dickhead?
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Nah, I'm gonna wrap it there for Vegeta. He's trash, fam. He just takes bad L's.
I ain't say he's trash though, innit? I don't know, man. Like, he's seen a lot of L's, but I saw Vegeta a lot in it. Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna leave it to the comment section to decide who's the biggest L out of all of them. Be sure to let us know your biggest L characters as well that you regard in anime in the comment section, and share out the podcast to help us get out there. Check us all out. Links in the description. Thank you guys for coming. We're all out. Peace.
Peace.
Hey.